Well, welcome everyone once again back to Sharekhan Education. My name is Behzad Elavia, and in today's session, we are going to discuss a WIT stock, a weekly income trading stock of Bharat Electronics Limited. And it's going to be a very unusual sort of a profit booking stock, whereby the main crux of this particular stock that we had discussed in our 3rd October XLT class, it is going to be focused, whereby we are going to get a favorable reward to it or not, depending on the market situations and the conditions. So the three broader timeframes that we normally discuss for a particular stock, if it is a WID stock, that would be weekly, daily, 75 or 125. So on the same criteria, on the same basis, I'm going to explain you once we get an entry, what are the normal circumstances and the situations that we face if we are a part of the stock or not, that a weekly income trader is always supposed to take care of. Friends, first let us look at the 3rd October's XLT WIT stock, understand the analysis, understand the explanation part behind it, and then I will take you to the live situation that we had got an entry for that particular stock. Let's open it very, very quickly. Chaliye. Okay, now let's take the help of let's take the help of the Bollinger Band to see and visualize this, how extremely this is overextended or overstretched. And it says, Behzad, since past couple of weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, there has been terrific sell-off from 145 or 150 levels. Now, why do I say terrific is because looking at the size of the candles. ओके मैंने पहले भी आपसे कहा है, आप टेरिफिक कैसे बोल सकते हो या डीएटीआर आपका कैसे बढ़ चुका है आपका, लुकिंग एट द साइज ऑफ द कैंडल्स. एंड इट सेज फ्रॉम ऑल द टॉप्स, it's trying to tell me, Behzad, we are not bullish from 145 or 150 levels. It's not a good sign at all. So my location is definitely equilibrium, but you're throwing me down, pressure from the top, no doubt about it. Maybe my uptrend might become sideways. Maybe. In fact, if you see this on the daily charts also, there was a strong rally based drop. Again, you went up, and these are very clear signs, very eminent signs that you don't want to go beyond 145 or 150 levels. आपको जाना ही नहीं है. And therefore, at every opportunity, whatever you're trying to witness over here is to short from all the tops. And look at the size of the candles. Overall, तो definitely आप ऊपर ही है, but one day or the other, that uptrend is going to become side, and that side is going to become a downtrend. So my point is, how do you catch that trend reversal? Only on the basis of some confirmations, and these are solid confirmations on the charts. Having said that, I'll go on to 125 minutes. चलिए, 125 minutes. Any big level on the chart? 125 or let's say 240 minutes. Chaliye. Yeah. Any decent level on the chart? Okay, to see an authentic one, a drop base drop on the chart. Strong base and a strong leg ups. Okay, so I'm betting onto this. Hopefully, I get a very fast entry on the chart. All right, friends. So we've just learned and understood what are the basis of the weekly setup, the daily trending setup, the 75, 125, or the 240 minutes execution setup. Well, let us open up the splash screen. This is where the 3rd October Bharat Electronics Limited, directly a type 1 setup was being planned at our end. So once again, this was the weekly setup. It was definitely under an equilibrium status. Even if I apply the Bollinger Bands right over here, the stock actually seems that I'm more towards on the expensive side, whereby huge candles selling spree has been seen on the charts. And it is quite inevitable, probably, that the stock doesn't want to go beyond 145 or 150 levels. Therefore, on the daily time frames, my stock has already reacted downside from this authentic rally base and drop side, hitting the +2 standard deviations one more time, hitting the supply zones one more time. And now I can see the stock is relatively trading sideways from 145 ranges to 135 ranges. So probably now you can say it's now moving sideways. However, going on to the execution time frame, I'm going to talk about the day at which we have actually entered this particular stock. Now, if you observe this on my right hand side, top side, this is where I have got my entry at 11:20 a.m. live in the market on 3rd of October, the same day itself. Now, I've got an entry for this particular stock. Obviously, the stop loss is not triggered because we have to observe the stock on closing basis. It's a WIT setup. So probably I'll have to wait for my rewards to be attained probably on day 2, day 3, or day 4. Probably have to give some more time to it. But my entry is not an important consideration over here. My stop loss is not an important consideration over here. The main point that we're trying to understand is the arrival point. And once the candle is completed, if you can notice this very, very clearly, I have made an opposing level of a demand zone right in this sideways stock or in this sideways market. Now, because of this opposing level of a demand zone being created in this short selling positions, there are chances that probably my stock not outperform or it might not give me favorable 1.5 or 3:1 RR rewards in the subsequent days. However, for all of those students who must have taken this stock or who must have carried forward the short trade for the next day, they could have been genuinely very, very lucky. The stock actually gapped down at 138, 137 levels over here. And observe this, friends. The stock hit this demand zone and it started to reverse further upside, and finally stop me out over here. Therefore, the main crux, what I'm trying to explain you over here is this, especially in the sideways market. I repeat it again, especially in the sideways market. If you have an opposite level of a demand or a supply as an obstruction being created for your reward, then it becomes no sense for me to stay in the stock for X number of days or rely on this market for gap up or gap down basis. It's always best to book normal profits, or even I would advise that probably never participate a stock, or even if you have participated stock, get out of the stock at no profit, no loss situations and protect your capital. Okay, do not indulge into any false hopes. Do not keep your fingers crossed so that the stock may further fall down and give you favorable rewards. Not necessary that your hopes would be fulfilled at every given point of time. Therefore, the bottom line or the conclusion of this particular stock is if an opposite level has been created, get out very, very fast, very, very quickly. That's it, friends, from our Sherkhan Education's portal, from our education's website. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you all the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.